I took last week to really think about this YouTube channel, the message that I am trying to get out there. Of course, I am so serious about raising this money, but that's a long-term objective. In the short term, what does it mean? What is the idea? And something that came to mind with me, or a revelation, was to slow down, to not anticipate the future, but to really embrace, like right now, the present, this second right here that just passed, and this one too. And I know that this sounds very crazy and a little bit, woke or universal or spiritual, I don't know. But anyway, I picked up a camera. I made a decision to do something about it. And if you see today's market, the way technology is, the way social media is, there's this sense of competition for numbers and attention, and that this message is a lot more powerful than this one because this one has a lot more money or a lot more numbers or a lot more support behind it than the one that doesn't. And it becomes this sort of, you're judging a book by its cover without actually reading and getting into the material and the gist of the book. And if you see it, man, everything on social media is literally the same. You have people that copy other people's TikToks just to go viral. You have people that share the same status that every other person is seeing just to go viral. You have these stupid pranks that make no sense that are so poorly acted for people just to go viral. And what's the point of that? What's the point of just having so many numbers attached to your name and your person? And I get that. Some people just want that validation. But bring it back down to something as organic as you, as your person. What are you trying to do with your life? How can you answer the difficult questions? And many people don't. They just live life and don't give a damn about anything. But I'm telling you, every single human being struggles with the same two things, or the same two questions, I should say. What's my purpose? And what is my inspiration? Or what inspires me? And of course, you have some people that'll tell you money or being rich, but that's just too basic. Well, you know what? Let me not categorize that as basic, because some people think like that, and we're not here to bring anybody down. But everybody will tell you that they want to be rich, that they want to have this sort of money to do this. And I started sort of thinking about my life, this channel, what I'm trying to do, how I am trying to get there, my professional life, the growth that I'm trying to sort of establish within my personal life, how I'm just trying to be better than I was the next day. And these sort of complications makes us very difficult people to deal with. I've said this in the past. So today being Monday, now it's Tuesday. It's about to be 1 o'clock in 3 minutes. But today, I had this sort of grumpy attitude. I was frustrated with work. I didn't want to be there. I didn't want to talk to nobody. I felt very unmotivated. And then I just started really slowing down my thoughts. What's getting me upset? Why am I feeling so grumpy? Why am I acting like this? And I looked at everything for what it is. Right now, I'm not where I want to be. Think I've worked extremely hard, and I've been consistent with what I've been doing for the last couple of months. And is it giving me results? The answer is yeah, but very slowly, not at the pace that I want. And that right there was literally the key element. I'm not moving as fast as I want to in life. So I started taking it a step back. I started looking at the last 6 months of my life where I was. And you start looking at the growth. It's there. And then I started saying, well, where was I last year around this time? And things started changing. And then I said 2 years ago, then 3 years ago, then 4 years ago. And what I'm saying here is, when it comes to life, you think about so much. Like, this is your, I'm not going to say this is your mind. This is most people's mindset or train of thought. There's this anxiety over the future, over accomplishing these goals and manifesting. I hate that word, by the way. Manifesting these different ideas into realities. And this age of anxiety delivers us to either being effective, meaning you reach your goals, you accomplish everything that you've ever wanted to accomplish, or ineffective, where you live with regret and you stay in this same line or this plateau of nothingness. So going back to today, I was just upset at nothing. I've started to try to adopt this whole idea of slowing down, because there is this anxiety to just go all the time. But the reality is that if you look at life, we're always on the go. We never truly slow down. And for me, slowing down is not watching Netflix or watching movies or taking a break. It means to calculate my moves like I'm playing chess instead of checkers. Like, really think about, how effective is this move going to be if I take it right now for tomorrow or a week from today. And this mindset has helped me process a lot of other important components. When somebody's talking to you, do you really listen to them with intent, or are you just listening to respond back to them with a solution to whatever the discussion is, or some sort of unsolicited advice? When you're angry, do you truly process why you're angry? Or when you're happy, do you really take it in why you're happy? When you're exhausted, do you really process why you're exhausted? So really sitting down and just processing my thoughts and processing everything that's occurring around me has revealed that in order for me to get forward, there always has to be this solid foundation for everything that you do, no matter what it is. If you want to move to a higher position at your job, you got to ask yourself, are you qualified? Not because it's you, not because you pray to God, not because you're deserving of the money. Everybody is. Think about the title. At that position's highest capacity, when the points of stress are severe, can you manage it? Are you proficient in that position? And most people are going to say yes, but the reality is that most people aren't. The same thing with life. If you have $100 million to do whatever you want to do, are you going to spend that money on things that are meaningful? And again, that's a very, very, very thin line to walk, because again, that's very subjective. But it goes back to the basis. If you cannot properly manage $1,000, you're not going to properly manage $100 million. It's just the truth. When it comes to people, you have to look at people for who they are. They're humans. Everybody makes mistakes. Everybody has downfalls. Everybody has faults in their characters. Looking at people when they have everything. looking at people when they're angry, looking at people when they're upset, which is the same thing as angry, but sort of, there's some sort of differences there. When they're depressed, when they're sad, when they've lost everything, people's true characters come out. And when it comes to life, you responding to whatever occurs in your life shows who you are. If there's a situation where you cannot control the outcome of it and you're a control freak, it's going to show in your character. If there's a situation where you are a selfish person and you have to be selfless, it's going to show in your character. And these different navigational points are things that I'm just so interested in sort of exploring, because with this channel, with this whole entire idea of filming and putting things on YouTube, what sets me apart? Nothing. I'm just as regular as everybody else. My idea is not original because you can find some sort of variation on it online. But the thing that is sort of different and it cannot be repeated, it is who I am. I can't be duplicated. Neither can you, whoever's listening to this. And that whole entire motion of being you is something that's important. And I'm really exploring that now with whatever I said. There's just this whole entire sense of, if I can think about it, it should be possible. And if it is possible, how am I going to get there? So I had to take some time off. I'm really still trying to find my purpose on this whole entire medium of social media. But at the core, I just really want to do good things. I want to accomplish things that are just beyond my wildest imagination. As a kid, you think about this limitless world. And then when you become an adult, everything is a money issue. Or you're too tired, or you don't have enough time. If those three barriers are not in place, what then? And that's what I want to explore. That's what I need to get to. And I am finding that the more videos I put out there, the quicker I am going to figure that out. So this was sort of atypical, but I don't know. I just felt like talking about that. And I know it sounds like a lot of mumbo jumbo. I'm going to be concise and to the point. I'm going back to my teaching ways through YouTube. I remember teaching middle school students, and if you were not concise and to the point, they got distracted real quick and you lost them real quick. So it's the same thing here. The people that are supporting me are going to continue to support me. But now this is the question of, how do I get the uncommon person, the person that does not know me, to understand where I'm trying to go? That sort of makes sense. So, goodbye. I'm Luis D. Martinez, and I'm going to sleep. Peace.